quite often, if you make a mistake or you have to re-enter something for that July period that you just run, adjusting the journal means rolling back the previous journal. Not so with AssetAccountant. AssetAccountant will do an automatic adjusting journal, which takes into account any movements or additional movements or transactions that you've made in that period. So what I'll do is I'm going to revisit the car that we sold, which is the Nissan X-Trail. And you might remember that we sold that vehicle. So here it is here with no written down value. There's our sale. So this is where we're going to go ahead and reverse that sale. Let's say we made a mistake that we sold it on the 10th for 10,000, but it actually had to be on the 20th for 8,000. So AssetAccountant warns us that it can't be undone, but let's go ahead and do it. Now all the calculations are readjusted as if nothing ever happened. So what I'm going to do is go again and sell that vehicle now in July. Now on Monday the 20th, you might remember it was the 10th. So let's sell it on the 20th, and let's sell it not for $10,000, but for, not 80, $8,000. And I'll go ahead and process that sale. And here we've got, you'll notice, a larger loss because we've sold it for less money. And we've also got extra depreciation because we sold it on the 20th and not the 10th. So that clearly makes a difference to the journal that we'd previously posted. Colin, before I go and move on to the adjusting journal, is there anything I should add there?
No, that's a really good summary. I think we can show on hide reversals as well. So if you find that your transaction list is looking a little bit messy, you can always tidy it up to look at the ones that actually have been applied.
That's a good point. And I forgot about that. And that's what Colin's talking about here, is we show a whole history of what has been done with this asset. And if you've done a few reversals, and you can choose to hide that from the grid just so that you see the numbers that matter. So I'm going to get out of this and I'm going to run back to journals, and I'm going to create another journal for that same period. AssetAccountant's prompting us for the next period, which is August, but let's go back to July. You'll see that we've got a notation that this is the second journal for the period, and I'm going to create. Here you will see AssetAccountant has only made the adjustments to what was posted in the previous journal. And the most obvious figure here is that we've sold the vehicle for $2,000 less than we thought. So it's actually another cost of $2,000. So motor vehicles is the only asset group that's had anything affected. And you'll notice that we've got some more depreciation as well because we sold it on the 20th and not the 10th. So I'm going to go ahead and post that to QuickBooks Online. Click on this and show you the adjusting journal. And I just remind you that there is nothing else to do. You don't have to go and unpick the previous journal entry. AssetAccountant has done all the thinking for you. You can just move on to the next period. And there it is there. And it's got the notation that that is the second journal for the period. And on our summary of journals, there's the first and the second.
It might be interesting at this stage just to have another look at the View Assets screen, Mark, if you wouldn't mind, just so that we can kind of see how AssetAccountant immediately updates your view as additions and disposals are made. So we can see that disposal that you've just recorded in that August period for $8,000 and the appropriate profit and loss against it.